The big news this week in the United States has been the catastrophic impact of Hurricane Harvey on Texas and Louisiana. Obviously, lots of concern about the economy. What does it mean? In general, the economy usually handles these things just fine. Far more impacted are the individuals, millions at this point, who have lost a lot, and many have lost everything. So we're going to worry about something. That's what we'll worry about. Behind the scenes, one of the trends that's been taking place for a long time now is the decline of the dollar. If we go back to April, we heard from our president, President Trump, quote, "I think our dollar is getting too strong, and probably that's my fault because people have confidence in me." So, as usual, it became about the president, but in that case, he seemed to be right. The dollar is doing very well. Often that makes it hard to do business around the world because it puts pressure on exports. But since then, we have seen a considerable decline in the dollar to the point where it's now hit earlier this week the lowest level since January of 2015. So lots of folks are now watching that, wondering what the impact will be. Good news is, for exports, that's often good. It makes U.S. goods more competitive around the world. So a lot of the S&P 500 do a lot of business internationally, should help that business. But coming back to President Trump, Pedro DaCosta of Business Insider this week talked about why the dollar is so low. And he said there are basically two reasons. One, the U.S. economy is actually relatively sluggish now relative to Europe. So things have reversed over the past year. And people are actually losing confidence in President Trump's ability to deliver on his economic agenda. So that may be reflected in the job as well, in the dollar as well. So going back to the President Trump quote, fortunately it may be that people have less confidence than they did in April in the president, and therefore we're seeing that impact in the dollar. But this is a story that we'll be tracking closely in the next few weeks on The Bottom Line.